What's going on, y'all? Bulletproof Blambo here. Your one-stop shop for everything fighting and fitness. We back with another video. We're gonna be reacting to Arman Tsarukyans post-fight interview. See how he's feeling. You know, it was a big win for him against Dan Hooker at UFC Qatar. Who's he want to fight next? Is it gonna be Ilya? Islam? You know, is this the Arman Tsarukyan takeover? We about to find out.
Pick 'em up, take 'em to the moon, to the fucking thing. I'm riding through New York, bang, finna go and shoot New Jersey up, bang, tryna take my chain, I ain't going. We gon' come and blow New Jersey up, bang. You want something? Hurry up, try to rob, bitch, we 30'd up, just like volcanoes, bitch, I'm curried up. Cheese in my pockets, velvet up. I'm a gorilla.
Without further ado, let's get straight into this reaction video. We got Arman Tsarukyans after his UFC Qatar win. This is his post-fight interview. Arman Tsarukyans, how you feeling, man?
Hello, JJ. Arman, congratulations on a fantastic performance and a great victory. Talk to us about the fight itself and how you feel about your performance.
It was a good win.
Feeling great. Performance was good. I got bonus. So happy.
I got the bonus.
But my goal is a title fight. That's why, for this year, job is done. But I'm focused for the title, and I came here just to show everybody that I'm real contender #1, and I want to fight for the title, and I have to fight for the title.
Congratulations on the bonus. You might be one of the few fighters who actually don't need that money, but congratulations on getting it anyway. You and Dan
Keep blazing, bro.
had a little bit of a rivalry leading up to this. There was the incident at the weigh-ins yesterday. What were you guys talking about in the cage after the fight?
I just said, this is a game business, just it's a fighting, but I don't have anything personal to you, and you're the man, you're only guy who fought was me, and if you didn't take this fight, I wasn't be here, and thank you. It's a really just one guy who wanted to fight me. It was a hooker that I want to say thank you him, because I got that experience, money, everything, attention, and everybody's who's that.
So obviously you called for the championship fight. It's been a long time coming for you fighting for the title. It's not Islam anymore, it's Ilya. Are you a little bit disappointed that this week Ilya didn't seem to want to have anything to do with you?
I mean, I didn't want to mention.
Bro, that's what I was going to say too, bro. Ilya Taporia, like, he was kind of looking like he was following Arman around. Everywhere I seen Arman at UFC Qatar, like 2 or 3 people behind him, I would see Ilya. And I'm like, what's going on, bro? Like, he was really sizing up Arman, bro. I think that's the fight that they're going to go to next. Because it doesn't make any sense for Ilya to move up to 170, move up to welterweight, to fight Islam. You got to give up your belt, bro. For what? You're going to stay at 170? No, you're not, bro. Like, Ilya needs to just stay at 155 and try his best to reign supreme over the lightweight division, bro. Them boys already bigger than him at 155. He boy 5 foot. You know what I'm saying? But if I had to make a pick, I would probably choose Ilya to win that fight. But it's going to be a close fight. And it's just because I think Ilya has the ground game to, like, deter Arman's takedown defenses, as well as like, if it stays on the feet, I think Ilya has enough to get Arman to rock him a few times, keep him back. But Arman he's tenacious, bro. That's one thing I gotta give him. He's real tenacious in there, very strong. But if that fight happens, it's gonna be, European Greco-Roman wrestling versus freestyle wrestling. So it's gonna be interesting if that fight happens. I hope it does, bro. I hope it does. If it doesn't, we need that Patty fight. Come on.
too much Ilya because I
But
was
Ilya, what it did look like he was. It did look like Ilya was avoiding Arman. I will say that. They weren't trading words at all. It's kind of weird, but whatever.
on my fight. But after today, I'm gonna try to again create some crazy videos that are gonna be viral and try to make a joke, and to bring a lot of eyes for that fight because it's a
Took no damage this fight too. They could run it
media's fight
soon.
too. You gotta be a good fighter and a good who showman.
You they don't have, or they have not announced a main event for January, the first Paramount card. You didn't take a lot of damage tonight. Is there a chance if they said to you, hey, you can fight for the belt, but it has to be in January, could you turn around that fast?
Of course, I can rest 1 week, fly to US and stay there 2 months. It's enough time to get ready, and I didn't get any injured, thank God, and
Bro, what I
have
say,
to say
bro?
that. And hopefully on Tuesday they announce that fight. And
What I say? That's exciting, bro. That's the first. Hey, turn right around and fight him, bro. You want to really make a statement like, yeah, I'm the best lightweight on the planet, and work your way into GOAT talk. Those are the moves you got to make to do it, bro. He said, nah, of course, I ain't worried about nothing. We can fight January. We can fight whenever y'all want to fight. I ain't have no injury. I'm ready. That's what's up. I mess with Arman. Arman's really, he's a chill guy, bro. I know he gets a lot of flack. People be hating on him because of the whole Islam fallout fight. But Arman's a dog, bro. I respect him. I like his game.
me fighting main event with Topuria, uh, when it's gonna be in Vegas or in Los Angeles. So I'm ready. I gotta take that chance, and I have pretty time to get ready.
Why does Hamzat hate Ian Gary?
Hamzat hate who behaves very bad. He's so quiet guy, but someone is trying to make a joke or behaving bad and misbehaving. He's you can joke with this guy.
What did Ian say? What was the joke? What caused the issue?
I didn't see, but like I heard
Just if you touch somebody, that's respectful, and don't punch somebody in the behind, like.
He punched you in the back?
Yeah, like punching, like slapping my back, that has to respect. If you want to show respectful, touch somebody. That's why I say tell him to touch somebody, respect. That's it.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Like, that guy. Trying to be corner, but never like he was kid.
Congratulations on it.
Thank you so much.
I got a lot of respect for Hamzat, bro. He's grown on me. I didn't used to like him, but I feel like he's grown. He's mature. He's gotten older. The thing with Hamzat is, bro, he's a hard worker. You gotta respect people like that. You know what I'm saying? He's obviously a hard worker. I've been known that him and Arman was close ever since they did that little grappling match in Saudi, and Hamzat ragdoll Arman. It's crazy to see the levels, but that's bro. Them two together could probably take Ian Gary's whole camp. So maybe Ian Gary is smart for avoiding him backstage after he got shoved and he got called out his name like the little cuck he is, bro. Cannot stand Ian Gary. I like Ian Gary, but sometimes he's annoying, bro. But the thing with it, like, we just reacted to that whole little fiasco that happened backstage between those two in their camps. But, bro, I guess Hamzat's saying, look, bro, they were coming up behind me, slapping me on the back a little bit too hard. He kept trying to talk to me. I didn't want to talk to him. And Ian Gary kept going. Hamzat said, hey, back off. And hey, get off. And he shoved him off. We fighters, bro. If I tell you back up, back up. I respect that. So that's a little bit more context to what happened, because it just looked like Hamzat was having a bad day, but I guess Ian Gary just, him and the people wouldn't leave Hamzat alone.
Arman, congratulations on your victory. Oh, over here. Take your time. So before the fight, you told me that you were curious about this fight as a fan because it's been so long since you've been in the octagon, and you also were interested to see how you will perform and what you will be able to do. Anything that you're particularly proud of that you were able to do today?
I got a rewatch fight and to see how was my striking. But on the ground, I was
Arman's
good. I
striking
was
looked good.
calm, and first round was pretty dangerous. But it's a fight. Um, I wasn't surprised because I knew, I like this sport, and I'm doing this for my goal to be a champion. And I was
Arman's striking did look good. I'll give him that. He was piecing Dan up on the feet. Then he got to the ground, started hammering him. Then got the submission. But he was piecing Dan up on the feet. Dan had some good kicks, but as far as the hands, I seen Arman connect with a 1-2-3 about 3 or 4 times. So his striking definitely got better.
confident and was yeah. Every fight is difficult. It's a training camp. It's a weight cut. It's a media. It's everything. But at the end of that, it's pays off.
Okay. And there were actually some rumors before the fight that you were hurt again, that you had some problems with your back. Any truth to that?
No, my back is good, and rumors always try to. And someone like I saw before 1 week or 2 weeks on the Instagram, Arman pulled out, got injured. I said, oh, yeah, good. And for this camp, I didn't go so crazy, and I didn't try to flip or like. Even 5 week, I was super cool, and I didn't want to hurt myself because if I hurt second time, like people gonna hate me again.
So no injuries. Let's keep it that way. And just what was probably the main lesson that you learned about yourself as a fighter, as a person, since you last stepped into the octagon? Because you mentioned that it's quite you've grown up a lot.
Yeah, my last fight was almost 2 years ago. Now I'm like 29 years old already. So every year I'm like getting stronger, and like my experience during the fight, I'm not brush anymore, and no one can go on my head, and like even Dan Hooker during the fight, yeah, on the face off or on the media we can like go crazy, but during the fight I'm so calm. But if it was maybe 2 years or 3 years ago, I could go so crazy.
And now that you're ready to talk about Ilya, because he probably is most likely your next opponent, at least that's what you hope for, I guess. How do you see this fight going in your mind?
In my mind, go like I can strike with him on the long distance, but whenever he wants to try like to box me and to throw his hard punch at that moment, I'm gonna shoot and take him down. So and
Hey, bro. I don't know if you should be giving your game plan out, but hey, Arman, that's the type of person he is, bro. That's why I mess with Arman. He'll tell you straight up, yeah, you try to throw hard punches, I'm gonna take you down, bro. I ain't playing with you. That's good. That lets me know that he recognizes what Ilya is good at, and he's not gonna differ from who he is as a fighter. Which a lot of fighters fall into that trap. We just saw what happened with Bilal Muhammad versus Ian Gary. That's probably the only reason why Ian Gary won, is because Bilal was so focused on the first 2 rounds on trying to strike with the dude that got 3 inches, 4 inches of height on you. Like, bro, what are you doing, bro? Stick to the game plan, man.
I believe myself, and I know I can beat him so easy as well.
Thank you, sir, and congratulations on your victory again.
Thank you.
Hey Arman, congrats for the win. Your last submission win, I think, like 8 years ago, but today we saw a new one. Is that Hamzat effect? Did you guys train for submission or just it's randomly?
Hamzat, yeah, when Hamzat's in your corner, wrestling is in another level.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, Armin, congratulations. I just have one question. There was a recent interview. Ilya said that if he would ever given a title shot, he'd rather move to welterweight. Do you think that
He
Ilya
should.
is? Do you think that Ilya is avoiding you because you've proven yourself that you deserve to be the number one contender and you deserve a title shot?
Yeah, he said if you're gonna give me Arman, I'm gonna leave this title. So he should leave the title and give me anybody. I'm not gonna looking for easy fights. I can fight with anybody, and UFC knows I'm like open to anybody. And I don't know. He's trying to not call my name. He knows that the number one and the real fighter, it's me.
Thank you.
Arman,
You know, I was just thinking, it's crazy how the lightweight division has it's crazy how the roles have flipped. You know, I'm not saying that the lightweight division isn't stacked, but you know, a lot of their fighters are on the way out. Like Dustin Poirier just left, Charles is on his way out, Justin's on his way out, and now you see the cream of the crop rising, and the new contenders coming in for welterweight. You know, the sport's just crazy, bro. Because when you really think about it, bro, if Ilya wasn't the champion, Armand would probably be the champion. Either him or Patty. It's between those three right now at lightweight, and it could go either way. We just got to see those fights play out. We got to see Ilya fight Patty. We got to see Ilya fight Tsarukyans. We got to see Tsarukyans fight Patty. We got to see Tsarukyans fight Ilya, and vice versa. Patty versus Ilya and Patty versus Tsarukyans. Like it's flip flop between those three. And at any moment, Justin Gaethje could come in with a crazy hook or a head kick and steal the show. You know what I'm saying? Lightweight's still exciting, but really, it's really between those three, bro. At welterweight, it's between like 5 or 6 guys, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You got Prates, you got Ian Gary, you got Morales. You know, even though Leon just got knocked out, he's still 1 or 2 wins away. Then you got Kamaru Usman waiting in the wings. And then you got the champion right now, welterweight, JDM, then Islam. You know, it's like crazy. Welterweight is stacked right now. You could talk about any other division, you know, bantamweight, light heavyweights got some dogs over there. You know what I'm saying? But welterweight, I think, in my opinion, is the most stacked division right now in the UFC, bro. It's crazy because it wasn't like that. It hasn't always been like that. Welterweight's always been like a wrestler's division. You know, the Matt Hughes and it's the GSPs, but it's flipped. Now you got the strikers in welterweight too, and lightweight has the wrestlers. You know, Patty's a wrestler, Arman's a wrestler, Ilya's a wrestler. You know, it's just crazy how the roles flip in MMA and the UFC. Crazy.
блядь, победой. Расскажи немножко про удушающий.
Все почувствовал, не сдавался потом.
My shoulder was decide to move up the weight to chase Makhachev. Is there a name or maybe two names that you would like to contest the vacant belt with?
Это, скорее всего, либо Гейджи, либо Пимлет. Оливер уже
Gaethje and
много
Pimblett.
шансов было, и мы уже дрались, смысла нету. А вот 2 имени.
Most likely either Gagey or Pimlet. I don't think it would be Oliveira because we've fought before and he's had a lot of chances for the title already. So I think those two names are what I'm going to call.
Минут 30 назад мы к тебе Куралбай.
Man, that was a good interview by Arman Tsarukyans, man. Great win at UFC Qatar. Dominant win. Didn't take any damage. He said he could turn right back around for the first card on Paramount Plus or the White House card and fight Ilya, you know, in 2 or 3 months. So we'll see what happens with that, man. We'll see what the UFC wants to do. I'm pretty confident they'll give the lightweight. I'm pretty confident they'll give Arman Tsarukyans the title shot against Ilya Topuria. Even though Ilya Topuria wants to move up, I think he needs a couple more defenses before the UFC is going to make that happen. Even though Ilya versus Islam is a big fight, that's a big risk for not just Ilya but the UFC. I mean, it's like if you lose, you're holding up lightweight, and you're gonna lose your belt, and you're gonna stay at welterweight and fight those big boys over there. I don't think so, bro. You know, it would be a huge feat for him to accomplish that, but Just like, bro, what are we talking about, bro? You're not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. We'll see how it plays out. Y'all leave down in the comments. Do y'all think we got 3 things that might happen? Do you guys think the UFC is going to give Paddy Pimblett the next title shot coming off a Michael Chandler win? Dominant Michael Chandler, TKO, by the way. You think they're going to give it to Arman Tsarukyans? It's already the #1 contender. Already beat Charles. You know? Now he's coming off beating Dan Hooker. Solid win. Won by submission. 2nd round dominant win. Or do you think Pimblett, Gaethje, or Tsarukyans are going to duke it out for the vacant title in a UFC lets Ilya move up? What do y'all think is going to happen out of those 3? Let me know down below in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's it for me, man. And as always, stay motivated, stay positive. Well, let me start that over. And as always, stay positive, stay motivated, stay inspired. Wow.